what makes the world go round. And it's not money, it's dopamine. I work a lot in the science of beauty, and we call it neuroaesthetics. Neuro, in front of anything, including aesthetics, whatever, is basically studying reactions with a functional MRI stuck to the brain. So seeing the brain work as you're in these different things. So I've studied for almost a decade, been a student of neuroaesthetics, about as long as it's been around. Great work out of University of Pennsylvania and many other arenas. Our brains interpret beauty, different kinds of beauty in different parts of our brain. Our faces, as you can imagine, is a very special part, right? Also, spatial awareness, how we move our bodies, is another part of the brain. Clothing, adornment, like jewelry and whatnot, is perceived in another part of the brain that perceives art, like architecture and paintings. And you can actually make choices, almost proverbially, you adjust levers against each of these ways that our brains are locking in seconds when we see someone. You can quickly build credibility. People can be, quote unquote, in awe of you non-consciously very fast. People can be very fast. That idea of, they just had something I couldn't put my finger on, that kind of vibe. Dopamine does surge when you do those things.
So when it comes to perceptions of power and status, how do we convey that in a way that doesn't run us into the arrogance penalty that could come if you carry yourself too high and mighty in one of these situations?
We've talked about offense, defense, and the like, being sort of defensive or trying to push, like in the proverbial like high stakes negotiation, or maybe even if it's not high stakes, just that immediate like, I need to be strong here or not or whatever. Consider yourself a reward to others. And I say this literally. You are a reward. Your presence is a reward. Your beauty is a reward. Let me qualify something real quick. Beauty in the brain, it's not just merely like, ooh, that's sexy, or ooh, that's a pretty color or whatever. Beauty is interpreted across a really interesting spectrum. And in those different parts of the brain that I mentioned, they are different, but they're also the same. Why? When they're lit up, they release what I say, what makes the world go round. And it's not money, it's dopamine. They release dopamine. Literally, you are a reward. You are a feel-good chemical. When you show up and you move smoothly, you're lighting up those brains and releasing dopamine. Sometimes people are literally taken aback.